Episode 3, The Secret Boxes. Last episode, Jake opened a storage unit his grandfather left behind. Dozens of sealed boxes, a photograph, a birth certificate with a name that wasn't Harmon. Tonight, he finds out what's inside the rest of them. He didn't go home that night. He pulled the boxes down one by one, opened each lid carefully, and laid everything out across the cold concrete floor like pieces of a puzzle he hadn't known he was solving his entire life. The first box was business records, contracts, wire transfers, acquisition documents dating back 30 years. His grandfather's empire, built from nothing, grown into everything. Jake recognized some of the company names, others he had never heard of. But one detail kept appearing, the same signature over and over on documents that should have had his grandfather's name, Jason Harmon, his father. Except the signature wasn't authorizing deals. It was redirecting them, quietly, slowly, like someone bleeding a fortune one document at a time. The second box was journals, leather-bound, dozens of them, each one dated and filled edge to edge in his grandfather's tight, deliberate handwriting. Jake picked one from near the bottom, opened it somewhere in the middle, and stopped. Jason was never meant to control the empire. I made that decision years ago, and I have never doubted it. What I doubt is whether I protected the right people. What I failed to do, what I will spend the rest of my life regretting, is telling the boy the truth before someone else had the chance to bury it. Jake read it again. The boy. He turned to the front of the journal, checked the date. It was written 2 months before his grandfather died. He reached for the next journal, then stopped, because at the back of the box, tucked into a padded envelope, were 3 USB drives, each one labeled with a single word: watch. He found an old laptop in the corner of the unit, plugged in the first drive. The screen flickered. Then his grandfather's face appeared, older than Jake remembered, tired around the eyes but steady, calm, like a man who had already made his peace with what he was about to say. Jake, his grandfather looked directly into the camera. If you're watching this, then I ran out of time before I could tell you myself. So let me tell you now. Jake leaned closer. Everything in this room belongs to you. Not because I'm giving it to you, because it was always yours. From the moment you were born, it was yours. And there are people living in that house right now who have known that your entire life. Jake sat back slowly. He was so focused on the screen that he didn't hear the door. He didn't hear the footsteps. He didn't notice anything until a shadow fell across the floor and he looked up. Sasha was standing in the entrance of the unit, eyes locked on the journal in his hands, face completely still. For a long moment, neither of them said a word. Then the corner of her mouth moved. Not quite a smile, something colder than that. "So," she said quietly, "you found it." Sasha knew. She always knew. The question is, how far is she willing to go to make sure Jake never leaves that storage unit with what he found? Episode 4, coming next.